What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with The Council. This should be the final video of the third episode, Ripples. At the end of the last one, we ended up shooting Emily's sister and found our mother. And our mother is apparently telling us that Home and Mortimer are like living demons. And we're doing something with some sort of like weird thing we found at the end of the last video in a crypt. So yeah, that is kind of took a weird turn. But I gotta say, I'm enjoying this episode a lot more than the last one. It's doing the things that the first episode did well, giving me an interesting kind of weird story. But whatever. I mean, like I said, weird, but I still dig it. But then it's focusing on the conversation and using your skills in conversation, giving me that RPG mechanic that is just so unique to this title, as opposed to the last video, which just did those weird obtuse puzzles, and I was not a big fan of that. So either way, I yacked enough. Let's get into this.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Why are they saying 6 objects yet? Whatever.
The nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
My head hurts now. Yeah, sorry about a weird cut that you might have seen. I loaded in and I thought there'd be a cutscene or something when we started, but
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
That's supposed to mean something to me?
Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Yeah, usually you kind of make a dash when you lose your flippin' hand.
Remember, Mother, I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
How's that psychology? That's just a question.
Pain.
I thought I was going to faint.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting into the psychology
I don't
parts.
think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
So, how'd you lose the hand?
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course.
Give me a second. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it like last time. That's 1191 and 6646 to get out. I still don't understand how 6646 whatever.
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism. One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait.
That sounds,
Washington.
Especially Washington.
whatever.
He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal?
I did think that was weird.
Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
Thank you, Mother. Well, I guess we only have 3 options for books. Like I said, I feel like I missed a cutscene. I don't know what I can do about that.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see.
Alright, well. Okay, well, the dates aren't super important to us right now. Let's just find what we're looking for and...
Famous cross of Clement III. Perfect. In one...
Okay, what the hell did we just get? Links. Gain 1 skill point in vigilance. Awesome.
Found.
Okay. Now the exegesis, the armillary sphere, the nails, and the Bible. We'll probably do the nails last. The Bible shouldn't be too hard to find because it's in the portrait gallery. That one's on, you know, like I said, that one shouldn't be too terribly difficult. And the nails will be more annoying than anything else because we actually have to go through Mortimer's office to get them. I have no idea what the armillary sphere is. Trying to think of the layout of the mansion. This should bring us into the library. Is this an armillary sphere?
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise, I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one?
You just pick that up and just carry it. Full of golden elixir. I was really hoping that was Carmelite water. Let's do a...
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
That's a disturbing story.
Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
Devil's Thorn. I'll
Ow.
keep it.
Stupid desk.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
That statue is not positioned correctly.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Sweet. That was all it took.
Ring of the Nibelungs. Even if Mortimer is several centuries old, I don't see what part he has in this legend.
Looking at his bookshelves. Not,
And given all the relics preserved here, it wouldn't surprise me if Mortimer claimed it was Excalibur. So that's Pandora's box? An urn? Mother seemed worried that I was able to open it. I wonder why. So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often, otherwise he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it.
did it look like he he pelvic thrusted that display case?
Caesar's laurel wreath. If Mortimer really is what my mother says he is, it could mean... No, that's impossible. Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
I think I cut him off before he could say that why can't I think his name? Was Mortimer Caesar. Alright, man, my big question is the sphere. I mean, I know where we're gonna find everything else. It's the sphere that I'm not quite sure of. But as always, gonna do just a quick little glance around, make sure there's... check if there's anything that I can...
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Do I have this key? I have... Ooh, I can unlock for free. Ooh.
All right, I've retrieved everything.
There we go. I will use one of those. Yeah, man, I don't know where this sphere would be. Also, all these butterflies in this room. I don't know why that creeps me out so much. It just does. It's Manuel Godoy. I'll avoid speaking to as many people as possible because I feel like at the in our current situation it's probably a good idea not to chat up the other guests. Monsieur Napoleon. I feel like I tried to say that with a French accent and I ended up sounding Italian. This room is really cool.
The remedy of the gods.
Yeah, I doubt. Wait, have I done a full circuit of this place yet? I think so. Right, I don't see one of those weird sphere things in here. And if we went out the other door, that should drop us off back into the picture gallery. All right. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we can't talk to them. Because I figured it maybe... Yeah, you know, maybe talking to one of the servants actually might help us find what we're looking for. Wait, no. It was this way. Yeah, those are the stairs up to Mortimer's office, and this should be the door with the Bible in it. Oh, Christ!
Glad you're here.
Blasted. He's gonna talk about my mother.
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain there must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
This lighting is creepy. Okay, for one, I want to see what the hell this disconcerted. Oh, okay, because yeah, I was surprised, which doesn't surprise because this guy just kind of like popped out of freaking nowhere.
If you want my opinion, a servant must have burnt some old papers.
Ah, of
That's
course.
Why, of course. You very nearly made me think that you were trying to hide something, Louis. No, I'm sure there must be other hidden messages.
He won't let go. He's going to work his way back to the Bible if he continues.
God, the lighting in here is so flippin' weird.
Hey, look, there.
No, I don't see anything.
Come, Louis, look. Someone's clearly drawn a 4 in the dust. I have a clue.
I better take the Bible before he works his way back to it.
Where was the 4 in the dust? I'm trying to think. Did I like when I'm still trying to think back to the last episode. How the hell that
The Bible's still there.
you know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure out how this thing ended up the way it did. I'm still
Chest
super
with the
confused
occult
about that.
symbol representing air.
Ah, sweet. Got some golden elixir, too. So I'm going to guess that was Devil's Thorn that I just tried to pick up. Yep. God, he's creepy. We just like walked we just walked in there and just bam, he's right in your face. Bet you Mortimer's up here when we walk in. Huh. Gotta admit, a little surprised.
Painting. It looks unfinished.
Cool painting.
By Lord Mortimer, I presume. A rather avant-garde technique. The Titan against men. How ironic.
Ah, it's an Attack on Titan reference. I highly doubt that, but man, how funny would it be? I'm still surprised that we can walk around like this freely in this guy's office
This time, it'll be a lot quicker.
and do all this stuff.
If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
Oh, I guess I didn't need to write it down. Ah, god damn it. Still, though, I mean, with this being this guy's office and everything, I'm still surprised that we can go into his little secret area and come out, and that Mortimer just wouldn't A, notice any of this is happening, B, we're not getting caught in the act.
Of course.
Yeah, we already read these. All those maps. Letters. More letters. Books. Letters. More maps. Just kind of running around again trying to figure out if I can find find one of these spheres.
There. Those are the nails I was looking for.
It's free.
I noticed they were old and rusty, but I hadn't noticed these traces of. Could that be blood? Is it really
No.
the Holy Cross? I can hardly believe it.
Really? Okay, so I guess it's the nails that were. They're the.
Interested in black magic. If Mortimer really is a demon, I wonder what he could be doing with all this.
They're the nails that pierced Jesus Christ on the cross.
A Van Leeuwenhoek microscope? The most sophisticated microscope there is. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. What on earth could that be?
Alright, well. Yeah, I don't see the,
It's locked.
Yeah, I don't see that sphere thing in here.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly.
And again, then I didn't need to... Oh. Alright. Because I didn't need to write that down. Okay. Right, I mean, we have all this stuff. In the desk room, already found. I love how the armillary sphere is, or however the hell it's pronounced, is basically just question marks. Alright, well, where the hell could it be? Oh, crap, we've already been in this room. This is where Washington is sitting there having his weird scavenger hunt. Let's just start entering rooms. Start just rummaging through people's stuff, see if we find it. 'Cause, you know, that's not creepy at all. Ah, found it.
Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Huh. First room I checked. Gotta say, I'm a little surprised that I was able to find it. Well, that quickly. Alright, can the music calm down? I don't want to... I feel like I'm in a chase scene or something. It's kind of freaking me out. Yeah. Still, I mean, first room I look in, and I find it. I also want to know how he's carrying this, because, you know, like, how he's carrying this Bible, the sphere, the nails. Like, okay, I guess the nails could be hidden in a pocket. I want to know where the hell the book is, and you'd have to carry that sphere doodad in your hand. You could not hide that in your jacket. Yes, I understand that this is a video game, and this is a world of make-believe and pretend, but still. I always laugh at that. I mean, like, I love games that, you know, when you really think about things, the you know, like the magical inventory space that everybody has. You know, like when I played The Witcher and have just crap loads of swords that I'm gonna go sell at a blacksmith, and I just imagine Roach carrying like 90,000 swords on her back, or you know, in Wolfenstein when you're picking up helmets for armor, and just imagining BJ just wearing like 10 helmets on top, stacked on top of each other, and just stuff like that. I get a kick out of it when I like really think about how that stuff would look if it was realistic. And still want to know how she lost the hand. I swear to God we missed a cutscene that might have explained that, and I'm kind of pissed. Because it's not like we saw it and I didn't hit record or something. I mean, like, I do not know where this cutscene would have been.
Good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Alright,
Yes,
you don't have to be
that's
so
right.
bitchy.
I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse. Those are Roman numerals on the disc.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed 1 nail in Bethlehem, 1 in chapter 2, and 1 in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand.
There we go.
I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas.
Oh, God. Right when I thought we were out of this crap.
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Okay, on the back of the message is written correspondence with dates. 17 October 84, 30 Ramadan minus 554 equals 30. Oh my God, what the flip are we doing here?
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
I'll have to trust her.
I don't know jack crap about the Bible, though. This is my problem.
Yes, it's definitely a representation of the birth of Christ, but some of the details have flaked away. I can't see any other clues. One thing is for sure, this enigma deals with the life of Jesus, like my mother said. You could see that the paint has come off in parts. Difficult to see what was there, but I can distinguish the letters N-R-I. Nothing more.
Okay, looks like we can find that out for free.
Why, of course. They're part of the initials I-N-R-I that you can find on the cross of Jesus at his crucifixion.
Okay. So it's got something to do with the crucifixion. Honestly, let's use the Carmelite water.
Or deliberately set a trap by showing the birth of Christ. Then maybe the solution is the contrary. The death of Christ in that case?
Alright. Okay, so it's something about the death. So the crucifixion.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
My head hurts.
Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him.
Yeah, you already said that, my dude.
On either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay, so it is...
Verse 17.
Okay, 19 verse 17.
On the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem, the Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions. These towns have one thing in common. They're all related to the life and death of Jesus. For example, Jordan is the place of the baptism of Christ. There are 3 styles of writing, and I've got 3 nails. There must be a link. I must surely put in 1 nail per category. Clearly, we have names of towns, Arabian numerals, and Roman numerals.
Yeah, well, thanks. I had to waste a point for that. Okay, wait a minute. But I thought we do...
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Okay, there we go.
Chapter 19, verse 17.
19
Jesus was
verse
crucified
17.
on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay.
Chapter 19,
Oh, crap.
verse 17.
Okay, 19 and 17.
Cross went forth into a
I see 17, I see 19,
skull.
and Golgotha.
In the Hebrew,
Golgotha.
where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay, let's see if I got the let's see if I got this right here. So insert the nails. Golgotha. 17, and this is XIX, I believe, is 9. Yeah. Boom.
It works.
Well done, Louis. I hadn't seen those other wheels. Try connecting the theme to see if it goes all the way.
There must surely be a connection between the wheels. There are different icons on this wheel, but it looks like some of them can't be connected to the other wheels. Now, given the difference between the number of icons and the number of towns, I think that only one path connects all the wheels with one another. Let's try to connect the theme I've chosen with the rest.
Okay.
This wheel contains several symbols made up of 1 or 2 figures and 1 letter. The highest figure does not exceed 31, and each letter corresponds to a month of the year. A for April, and M for March. I think these symbols must represent a specific date.
Okay, so this is the where the moon comes into play.
Eighth of Ramadan, 553, waxing crescent.
Okay. Waxing crescent. Is the 17th of October. Okay, when can I start spinning the wheels here?
There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon, then to a date, and finally, the date to the moon.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna guess this is how I move the. Okay. Trying to think what the moons are. Oh, wonderful. This is not going to make my head hurt. Okay.
The moon shadow moves from west to east. During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
Okay. So I guess that the... Wait. It said it goes east to west, didn't it? No. No. The moons have to be right. Well, okay. This is where we search towns. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
Okay.
Chapter 2, verse
One more time.
Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
Okay, I don't see any of these being about Tabith. Okay. There you go.
Chapter 2, verse 6. And so it was that, while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered of a child. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. Chapter 2,
Ah, crap.
verse 6.
Okay.
And so it was that, while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered of a child. And
See, I'm
brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And
See, that's making me think that that's the new moon. Should be lined up with that one. Okay, but let's try another town. Let's go with Bethesda.
Chapter
Let's go with
5,
Bethesda.
verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
Okay, I don't see anything about the 8th of Adar on here. I'm trying to match up the dates first.
Chapter 1, verse 9. Jesus was baptized by John in Jordan on the 9th of Hesvan, 3852.
Okay. Like I'm looking for one of these dates to line up.
Chapter 3, verse 18. Words truly pronounced in Abagash.
Yeah, that didn't really help.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
Okay, let's read the other one, Jerusalem.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes.
This is making my head hurt. I mean, this isn't as insufferable as the last one, or you know, the last episodes, because the last episodes was a little bit more rage-inducing. But I can't say that this is
Verse
a little obnoxious. This is still a little esoteric.
was born in Lanuvium.
Okay, it doesn't help me at all.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
Wait. There we go. Okay, so Nazareth is 1 April 33. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so where's Nazareth? Okay. I think that one's right. I think the dates should be right now.
Chapter 7, verse 11. Jesus went to Nain.
Yeah, that helps.
Chapter 7, verse 11. And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and many people.
Now I'm trying to figure out what some of these some of these symbols are.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22. And as they did eat, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it, and gave to them and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup, and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it.
Yeah, that's the Holy Communion. I know this is probably really tedious to a lot of people.
Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
Okay.
Chapter
Find the
2,
equivalent.
Verse 6. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered of a child. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid.
Man, if I would have known that paying attention in church when I was a kid would have helped me in video games, man, maybe I would have paid more attention. I want to see what some of these symbols are again. Yeah, I can't see that bottom one because it's covered up in blood. Wait a minute. Okay, that top one, that's the Thorn of Crown. That's the Wheel of Icons. I'm trying to think of something here. Okay.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
I think I'm
Verse
okay.
17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head.
Okay, so follow me here. The Gutenberg version of that is Golgotha. Of course, this isn't. It's not listed here on these stupid towns.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
Okay, that's the Last Supper.
Chapter 1, verse 9. Jesus was baptized by John in Jordan on the 9th of Hesvan, 3852. Chapter 1, verse 9. And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan. And coming up out of the water, he saw the heavens opened, and the Spirit like a dove descending upon him.
God, if only these symbols were a little bit more clear.
I think I can make out each one of the icons apart from the one covered in blood. Going clockwise from the one I just mentioned, we have the halo that represents the resurrection. The waves represent the baptism of Jesus. It's more difficult to identify the next one. Maybe a crib, and in that case it's surely linked to the birth of Christ. The red herring that my mother followed. Then, the symbol represents the crown of thorns that Jesus wore during his crucifixion. The dove also represents the baptism. Certainly another red herring. Then comes the symbol of the Trinity. And finally, the candle that must stand for the Last Supper.
Okay. Well, the manger has to be Bethlehem. And Jerusalem and Jordan. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense why the crown of thorns is on Bethesda. All right, we can ignore the Trinity. But see, this one makes more sense though. Yeah, this one makes the most sense. Because we have the birth in Bethlehem, communion, the Last Supper at Jerusalem and Jordan, and Nazareth, I believe that's where they said was the baptism.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head.
That one's the halo. Oh, come on. Okay, let me think here. Okay, when this one's here, less of these make sense. The one that makes the most sense is this one, even though there's still some errors in there.
Chapter 3, verse 18. Words truly pronounced in Abagash. Chapter 3, verse 18. He that believeth in him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God.
Yeah, so there wouldn't be anything in Abu Ghosh. This is making my head hurt. Was the Shaban 607?
Seventh of Shaban, 607, first quarter.
Okay, so it would be the first quarter. Oh, this makes my head hurt. Okay, the 8th of April.
During new moon,
Oh my God, I'm doing okay. I need to match one of the dates
shadow moves from west,
onto
meaning
one
left, right,
of
goes
these
through the following
phases of the moon.
waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed
I wish there was a way to skip through dialogue. Okay, so let's go with the 8th of April, which is 6 Rajab. I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that. 6th of Rajab. Yep,
Of Rajab. 6 of
Rajab.
Waxing crescent.
Waxing crescent, meaning it's... I'm trying to remember. Waxing means it's leaving the new moon. And is the 8th of April.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
Jesus. I know, kind of funny because I'm speaking the... I know I'm saying that while I'm also sitting here thinking, oh God.
The nation corresponds to the chosen theme. To follow the crucifixion theme, I should select the crown of thorns.
Ah. Bam. See here,
Let's see what combination corresponds to the chosen theme. By following the clues in the Bibles and the architect's notes, the crucifixion took place on the 8th of Nisan 3793, according to the astronomers of that time. That would correspond to March 26th in the year 33 on a modern calendar.
Oh, great. So I almost kind of bit myself in the ass on that one. Good thing I I held off there.
Let's see what combination corresponds to the chosen theme.
I feel like this is cheating.
According to the architect's notes in the armillary sphere, the moon during the crucifixion was a first quarter. That's the one with its left half in the light.
Alright, I think that's right. He says, hoping not to kill himself.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck. I never doubted you, my son.
Granted, I kind of cheated, but whatever. Like I said, I feel like I kind of cheated there at the end by just using those to tell me, because I was off on all of that. Okay, we got 4 points to spend. Let's just get this next agility level. Go full in psychology. Alright guys, well, that has been the end of episode 3, Ripples, for the Council. You know what, I gotta say, I actually did enjoy that puzzle at the very end, although I am really glad that I didn't get my hand chopped off. Overall, I'm still digging this game. I still have some reservations here and there, but all in all, I think this game is still very good. Hope you're enjoying this. Sorry, I'm getting the hiccups. Please, as always, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, leave me a comment. All that interaction really helps the channel, helps me know that I'm doing the right things and whatnot. Tell me what you're thinking about the game, yada, yada, yada. Other than that, other platforms that you can get a hold of me are through all the social medias that are down in the description below. Please remember, like I already said, like, comment, not already, please subscribe to the channel. I did that out of order, so I'm just going through my usual pattern. And thanks for watching, and until next time, my name's AJ Gills. This is the Third Game Channel. I'm out.